Everybody, if you want to continue to learn about Donald Trump's pathology, please make sure to follow along and, of course, share. Now, someone like Donald Trump, I've done videos on this, will surround themselves with fellow cluster B personalities because it just reinforces their bad behavior, which they actually think is good behavior, right? We're not going to go into all that again. Now, Donald Trump, as a malignant narcissist, because he surrounded himself with people like RFK Jr., Steve Miller, and, of course, Pete Hegseth, are using people like them to go after Donald Trump's perceived enemies because, as I said before, I'll get into it in a bit more detail, he always overreacts. There is no subtlety. So now we find out that Pete Hegseth is using his power as defense secretary to go after people that Donald Trump believes are his enemies, people that have been critical of him in the past, even people that were generals. Now, why is Donald Trump doing this? Well, for very simple reasons. As a malignant narcissist, he's owned by his pathology, but second of all, he has a very clear reaction to whatever slight he may believe has happened to him. It's always a low overreaction. There is no subtlety. And because someone like Pete Hegseth, someone also with extremely low self-esteem, he's not particularly bright, who is envious of people that achieve things in their lives, and of course, unfortunately, is defense secretary, he's in a position to go after people like former generals, even if it would be against any normal person's reaction, right? You've got to remember that. So why is Donald Trump doing this, and why is it always predictable? So at the back of the book, I'm not trying to just sell books, guys. I'm just trying to educate, okay? 99 cents, I make no money. But at the back of the book, and there's even a matrix, but at the back of the book, you can see here, highlighted in yellow, if Donald Trump believes, especially someone with lower status, or even someone is jealous of like a real general, someone who's actually achieved something in their lives, which he can never achieve at all, Donald Trump will always overreact. He will always escalate. There is no subtlety. There is no middle ground. And you can see here the types of things that he would react to and the types of things he would do, because I do have a matrix at the back of the book. So please, if you want to get educated on Donald Trump's pathology, which, as I've said before, is only going to get worse, and you want to understand why someone like Hegseth is doing this for Donald Trump, because he's a cluster B, and why Donald Trump is even bothering with this, is because as a malignant narcissist, he's owned by his pathology. He has no choice. There is no on-off switch. It is what it is. If you want to understand and be smarter than people around you, please understand where we are in history. Get the book for 99 cents, be educated, and you know what? You will be on the right side of history.